Hey guys, welcome back to Brandy's Place. Thanks for tuning in as usual. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for supporting the station. I'm excited that for those who are watching, definitely share with other people. But I just wanted to come on today. So I said I was going to make a video every week, and I wanted to start another segment. Because my whole channel basically is about life journey. So of course I'm talking about my locks and my hair and that journey as well. But I've been talking about my physical journey, and I also want to talk about my spiritual journey. So I wanted to start a segment called The Day After Sunday. So today is Monday, the day after Sunday. And that can be whatever your day is after Sunday. My personal belief is that I celebrate on Sunday the Sabbath, and you may or may not do that. Maybe your Sabbath is Friday, maybe it's Saturday, maybe it's another day. Whatever that is, I'm calling it the day after Sunday. And it's not a time to debate or anything like that, but it's really just a time to encourage other people, to encourage myself. Sometimes you go through things, and just wanted to be able to do that and uplift others and share some of the things that I'm going through and my spiritual growth. So I hope you all like this segment. Please leave your comments below. I'm going to just be maybe asking questions here and there, and really just to kind of spark your thought processes, make you maybe think about things a little bit differently, and definitely, comment and help me to think a little bit differently. So today, my day after Sunday moment is kind of a mix between talking about faith and God's protection. And so I'll share, over the weekend, I was actually traveling out of town, and my tire kind of started to wobble a little bit. Well, the car, I should say, started to shake. I really didn't think it was my car. I thought it was the car next to me. Heard some loud noises. Long story short, my tire basically kind of blew out. The entire rim came out. Now, my car is fairly new. I've only had it for a year. So you wouldn't think that something like that would happen, but it did. And I was driving on a major highway. Of course, driving pretty fast. Those that know me, I drive a little fast. I try not to, but I do. And I was all the way in the left lane, so I had to get all the way over to the right lane, and I made it there safely. I was definitely shaken. Sometimes when you go through stuff, you're a little bit shaken. You're kind of trying to get your bearings, and that's basically what happened with me. It kind of took me a little while to do that, and the Department of Transportation came. They helped me change my tire to the spare tire. Made it to a station and got a new tire, all that great stuff. So all of that to say, as I reflected over the weekend and what was going on and what happened and all that good stuff, for me, faith is a big thing, and intention is a big thing. So I'm trying to be intentional with everything that I do. And so yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, as I was going through and kind of reflecting about what happened, really it took me to, I don't know if you've ever heard someone say that God protects you from danger seen and unseen. And that kind of stuck with me. Psalm 91 kind of talks about God's protection. There are a lot of other scriptures as well, but it really stuck with me because it made me reflect that it could have been a lot worse. Like, I could have flipped over, I could have hit someone else, someone could have hit me. I mean, all these things that could have transpired, but I believe that, God protected me from the things that I did not see, and he protected me from what could have been a more tragic accident or incident. So I'm definitely thankful and grateful for that. And that kind of ties into faith because, sometimes we go through things in life, and we face situations just as I faced something that was unseen, something that you weren't expecting, and kind of shakes you and knocks you off track a little bit, knocks you down a bit, and it's hard to get through it. And to me, faith is not is not always having the answers, but in the midst of not having the answer, continuing to believe in what you believe, continuing to believe that God is who he said he's going to be. And I know that there are people who do not believe in the same God that I do, but whoever that God is for you, universe, creator, whatever that may be, but being able to believe in that, in the midst or in the face of adversity, in the face of trial, in the face of incident or accident, to me, that's faith. And that doesn't mean that you're not going to cry about it. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be upset. It doesn't mean that you may not be angry or even a little afraid or shaken at those moments, because we are human. We have human emotion. But it's what you do after that fact. It's just continuing to hold on to those things or those principles that you say that you live your life by. And that's why I call it the day after Sunday, because sometimes we go to our places of worship wherever they may be. I believe every day is a day of worship, but there are times where you congregate as a congregation and come together and worship. And I think sometimes we miss it because we are one way on that day, and then the rest of the week we're living a different life. So my goal is to live a life that mimics my worship day, my Sunday, and my Monday and my Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they all look alike. Not saying I'm going to be perfect in it, but that's what I'm striving for, and that's where I come with the intention. So my my day after Sunday message was basically, just to really be grateful for God's grace, be grateful for God's protection, and to truly understand what faith is in my life and hopefully in your life. And we live in a world that there are going to be things that happen. There are going to be some tragic things. There are going to be some bad things, unfair circumstances, unfair things that come to pass, and definitely things that you're probably going to wrestle with God with and ask him the questions, well, why did this happen? And why didn't you protect me? Or why didn't you protect somebody in your family or your friend or whatever the case may be? But just know that God is big enough to handle whatever your questions are. He's big enough to handle our anger. He's big enough to handle whatever issues that we have with him, because he loves us so much. So, yeah. So that's my day after Sunday. I would love for you all to share if you have a comment or something that might encourage somebody else, or just talk about how this may have encouraged you. Definitely leave your comments below. Again, this is not about living the perfect life throughout the week, but it's just about being intentional about your relationships, intentional about the conversations you're having, the things that you're listening to and looking at, reading, just really being intentional about your life. We have a body, and it's a blessing to have that. And through this vessel, we're able to touch other people and connect with other people. And if we don't take care of ourselves, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, all of those things, then we can't truly live out the purpose that we have for us. So I hope this has encouraged somebody. I hope it has gotten you to thinking about some things. As always, if you have questions, if you'd like to leave a comment, definitely do so. If you enjoyed this segment and want a little bit more, please do a thumbs up, like it, subscribe, hit the bell if you want notifications. What else is there? All that stuff. Yeah. So until our next day after Sunday, hopefully I'll do another video this week doing a hair update, but we'll see. Hopefully you'll have a blessed week, a great week, and a week of reflection and intention, which means that you'll be passionate, you'll be deliberate, and in everything that you do. Have a great one. Bye.